Across the world, stories of strange encounters with extraterrestrial beings continue to surface. From remote farms to bustling cities, people have reported bizarre experiences that defy logic and reason. But why is it that these stories are often dismissed or covered up by authorities? Today, we're diving into 5 bizarre alien encounters they don't want us knowing about. Our first strange encounter happened on the night of October 11, 1973, when 2 men, Charles Hickson and Calvin Parker, were fishing along the Pascagoula River in Mississippi. What started as a quiet evening soon turned into an experience that would leave them terrified for life. The 2 men suddenly noticed a bright light in the sky. What followed was a hovering UFO, and as they looked on in disbelief, 3 strange humanoid figures appeared: gray, robotic-looking beings with no visible facial features, and hands that resembled claws. Before they could react, the creatures levitated the men into the craft, where they were subjected to a terrifying examination. After what felt like an eternity, the men were released back on Earth, shaken and confused, with little memory of what had transpired. When they reported the incident, authorities quickly dismissed it as a hoax, but under hypnosis, the 2 men described a chilling encounter with an alien species. This case remains one of the most bizarre and documented abductions, and yet, the truth continues to be hidden from the public. Next, we travel to Rendlesham Forest in the UK, where one of the most well-known UFO sightings took place. It was December 1980 when military personnel from nearby RAF Woodbridge reported strange lights in the forest. What followed was an encounter that's still debated to this day. As the soldiers ventured into the woods to investigate, they encountered a triangular-shaped UFO hovering just above the ground. The craft emitted an intense glow and was seen by several individuals, including a lieutenant colonel, who later became a key witness. What makes the incident so strange is that the soldiers reported feeling disoriented and mentally disturbed, as if they were somehow being influenced by the craft. One of them even claimed to have seen a humanoid figure standing near the craft before it suddenly vanished. The case was immediately covered up by the British government, and many of the involved military personnel were sworn to secrecy. Despite this, there are still those who believe that what happened in Rendlesham Forest was a genuine alien encounter, and the truth has been hidden for years. In August of 1976, 4 friends were enjoying a peaceful canoe trip in the remote woods of Allagash, Maine. What should have been a relaxing evening quickly turned into one of the most terrifying encounters in UFO history. As they paddled across the lake, a bright light appeared in the sky, following them as they tried to make their way back to shore. The light grew larger and more intense until it was directly above them, casting a strange, humming sound throughout the area. The men were then taken aboard the UFO, where they were subjected to alien examination. When they were finally returned to the lake, they found that several hours had passed, with no memory of what had happened during that time. Years later, under hypnosis, the men recalled their terrifying ordeal. They described the aliens as having large, black eyes and humanoid features. Despite their initial disbelief, the men's accounts were eerily consistent. In 1955, the small town of Kelly, Kentucky, became the site of one of the most bizarre encounters in UFO history. The Sutton family reported a series of strange occurrences outside their farmhouse, starting with glowing lights and a strange creature lurking in the trees. The family described seeing small humanoid creatures with large, glowing eyes, long arms, and a metallic-like skin. These creatures were seen approaching the farmhouse in what seemed like an aggressive manner, causing the family to fire shots in self-defense. When local law enforcement arrived, they found no evidence of the creatures, and the family was dismissed as being under the influence or simply imagining things. However, the testimony of the Sutton family remains a chilling and bizarre encounter that has left many wondering if something truly otherworldly visited Kelly that night. Our final encounter takes us to Melbourne, Australia, in 1966, where over 200 students and faculty members witnessed a mysterious flying object hover above the school grounds before speeding off into the sky. The students described the craft as being disc-shaped with a bright metallic sheen. What makes this case so strange is that it wasn't just a few individuals who saw it. Over 200 people witnessed the UFO, yet it was immediately dismissed by authorities and the media. The official story was that the UFO was simply a weather balloon or a military aircraft. However, many of the witnesses remained convinced that what they saw that day was not of this world. These 5 bizarre encounters represent just a fraction of the strange phenomena that continue to baffle and intrigue us. Whether these encounters were the result of alien visitations, military cover-ups, or simply unexplained natural phenomena, one thing is clear: the truth about alien life is still out there, and some might be doing everything they can to keep it hidden. Do you believe in alien encounters? Or are these simply the result of overactive imaginations? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this journey into the unknown, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an episode.